Tuesday. It's Tuesday. I hope you guys had a great Tuesday. My Tuesday was all around the place, but we're here. I made it on time. I tried making a bonnet today. Did not go as well as I expected. It was a different pattern, a new one. It was okay. I'm still gonna try though. It's really good to have a hobby that is not always being on a technology. I love my tech and I learned so much stuff on technology, but sometimes you want to diversify your hobbies. I even got a book, so it's really good to diversify your stuff. Anyways, let's get started. You guys know the drill. Hello. We're just gonna start with water, of course. And put it on your scalp. I've been doing this every day and so far so good. And tomorrow I'm filming a hair wash tutorial when I have braids, so stay tuned for that. Okay. Now I'm just gonna check if all the parts of my hair receive water. You don't want to have too much water. Like, you don't want to have water until it's like leaking onto your face. It just has to be damp enough so that the leave-in can come in, also the serum. Because in the instructions of the serum, it says to always apply it on damp hair. So even if you're not using your leave-in, it's always good to apply water before using your serum. Okay. I love how consistent I am. Like, it's actually making me really happy that at least I'm being consistent in one thing in my life. I'm probably consistent in other stuff, like negative stuff, but we're trying to switch it to positive. I'm gonna start a series more that's like lifestyle kind of. So you guys are gonna let me know if you guys like that too, but I love talking about lifestyle and upgrading your lifestyle and leaning into adulthood because I am an adult. I've been an adult for almost 2 years now. What? Hello? Yeah, not fully adult. I still have help from people for sure. But, you know, we're getting there and you have to be ready for when you're getting there. So yeah. The water is applied. We are going to do the waves again. I really loved how the waves looked. I'm going to apply leave-in, and tomorrow I definitely have to wash my hair. 1, because I'm going to the gym tomorrow, and 2, because I have to wash my hair. So we're gonna apply the leave-in. You guys know the drill. I'm not gonna part when I put the leave-in, only when I put the serum. Also, I'll be scheduling a live for when I'm unbraiding this hair because I'm not going to keep it for the whole 3 months. I'm going to unbraid it either in 2 weeks or in 3 weeks, and that's going to be on TikTok. I probably already told you guys because I don't know how long it's going to take me to unbraid my hair. It's probably going to take more than 4 hours. And when something is that long, I do want to listen to music or even watch a show. So just because I don't want to get copyrighted or get banned from YouTube or something because I'm using other people's media. I'm not using other people's media, I'm watching it. But if I'm getting monetized from it, it's kind of like using their media. So I'll be unbraiding my hair on TikTok. And my lives like this are still gonna be on YouTube. So I'm gonna have 3 TikTok lives and then 90 lives on YouTube. It's already... I'm super happy because I already posted my daily TikTok video. So I can literally just go to sleep after this. I'm probably not though. I'm gonna organize my stuff, do stuff offline. But really happy about that. Let me start parting my hair. I said I was gonna do yoga. I'll see if I'll do yoga. If not, I hope you guys had a great day today. What I like to remind myself is that most days are not like super happy. You're not going to be like, oh, wow. You know, you don't have to always be super, super happy. Most of my days went well. Did not cry. Wasn't overjoyed for some reason. But I'm fine. I feel like on media, we're so used to having people have like really high emotions, and you never see the mess of life. Like, okay, I'm just a normal day, but it's okay to have a slow, normal, boring day and do nothing. Today I went to class, and then I went to the library to study, and then I came home to edit my videos, and then I'll probably go read a book until I fall asleep. And you know what? That is totally fine. You don't always have to be go, go, go. Sometimes self-care is just living life, but like slowly, like taking your time to do stuff. Today I wanted to go to school early so I can be early to class. I didn't. I just came 10 minutes early. And you're like, oh, that's still early, that's still early. Usually I come to school 30 minutes early, but I didn't rush myself. I didn't rush myself to wake up. I woke up replenished. I've been having the best sleeps knowing that if I'm tired, I'm just gonna snooze. And now I'm waking up when my body feels like waking up. And now I know stuff that I have to change. I'm gonna have to sleep early though today because I want to wake up just 30 minutes early. So what I'm gonna do is I am probably going to... I need my phone though. That's why like I'm buying a lamp soon, because my phone is the only alarm that I have at the moment. So I'm gonna order a lamp so that instead of using my phone, I'm gonna have a real alarm clock. And I also want to get the old ones so I can be able to read the old time lamps. Because sometimes I was on an exam and then my teacher was like, oh yeah, there's a time clock. And it was those old clocks, and I was like, girl, do you have like a numbered one? Because I can't read. And I didn't know what was the time. So when I was trying to check the time to see if I was on track for my test, I couldn't, because I couldn't read the clock. Even though when I was young, that was the clocks that we would use. So yeah, I need to get like an old clock. Sarah, there's just someone popping in and out. $1 for a shout out. What? So YouTube's asking me $1 for a shout out. I don't really know what that means. I really hope that this serum is going to work. Hopefully. I'm really consistent. So hopefully. I'm also putting some on my eyebrows, so hopefully I'll see a difference. I love thick eyebrows on people. I think it looks super, super nice. So I've always wanted thick eyebrows. People say I have a good shape, which thank you. But I want thick ones. I think thick eyebrows look so good on Black people. Thin and thick, honestly. So I'm not laughing because I'm crazy and I'm laughing by myself. I'm just thinking about something. Anyways, we're done putting it all around, and you guys already know. Now I'm gonna put it around my head, and I'm gonna keep it like this because these don't bother really. I'm gonna put this like this, and I'm going to double tie only. I never triple tie, and if I triple tie, just know that's gonna just be for a couple seconds. You shouldn't tie so much that you're like, it literally wakes you up. That's not good. That is too much tightness. Okay, now I'm gonna probably look into the mirror because I want precision. I don't know, so much oil. I keep calling it an oil when it's a serum. Okay, and I'm gonna add more serum in the back. So I'm gonna take this much of the serum, put it on my hands, and put it on the back of my head. Okay, perfect. And now I'm going to start massaging my scalp as usual. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Also, if you have questions in general, you can also put it on my comment section on YouTube or my TikTok, because I reply really quickly. So I'm gonna start massaging my hair. I think it has really been working for blood flow. I'm not sure, but ever since I keep massaging my hair, I've been having the best sleeps ever. Like, I've been sleeping so good lately, and I'm starting to think it's these massages. So if you're starting to have like bad sleeping habits, I don't know, kind of encourage massaging your head. I keep saying this, but I wish I could have music on YouTube because it's kind of awkward just massaging my scalp and staring at the camera. So funny. extra blood flow. Just massaging your scalp for a couple minutes daily goes a long way. Not even only for hair, just like it feels so nice. And then after you feel so refreshed, like weight left your head, because sometimes my head feels so heavy and I'm so stressed because of school and stuff, but this really helps. Yeah. I'm wondering if this is like growth, because that'd be really good. Here. Now I'm gonna part my hair and focus on this side. You really have to feel your head, and don't use like your nails. Never that. Always your fingertips. Because now you're just gonna be scratching your head, and then you can even make your hair break off by using your nails, because your nails are sharp. Okay, now I'm gonna tie and do the other side. And only double tie, never tie more than that. Okay, and I did that the last time. I don't know if it's normal. I just tie my hair and I squeeze it once and then I drop it. I feel like it does something. And now I am going to start braiding my hair. So I like to do heatless waves on my braids because I feel like it looks way nicer and you get way more volume. So I'm gonna show you guys how I do that. Since I already have leave-in on my scalp and serum on my scalp, I'm just gonna do my mids and ends. And this is really simple, water and just like a scoop of leave-in. this is all you need. If you add more, your waves are gonna be so tight. I'm starting to feel that my ends didn't get any water, so I'm just gonna add a little bit more, but that's about it. And now I'm gonna part my hair so that I can start the braiding section. The smaller your parts are, the wavier your braids are gonna be. So if you put a lot of water and a lot of leave-in and then you have a small section, you're gonna get like big waves and they're gonna last a lot of days. I like the kind of loose look, so that's why I just put a little bit of water, and my hair is already moisturized, so now it's just like extra that I'm putting. That's why you don't want to like put buildup on your hair and stuff, so it's like up to you. If I would put like a lot of leave-in so it's like really wavy, I would probably wash my hair the next day. I could have probably done that because I'm going to the gym tomorrow and I usually wash my hair after the gym. It's like automatic. Just because like also I don't trust the gym. Like you're so itchy after. Or maybe my gym's just like that, but it's because you're sweating and stuff, so understandable. Okay, and as you can see, I'm aiming to do equal parts. You probably already know, like I made a video about how my hair is like kind of uneven. So I'm being gentle and I'm trying to see if the parts are even. Because you don't want to feed into the other braid like this, because when you're gonna take the braids out, it's not gonna look good. It's probably not even gonna work. Same thing with braid outs. You always have to have equal parts of hair to have a good braid out, to have a good twist out. Something that you have to like braid your hair like this, always equal parts. I even prefer equal parts when I'm doing mini braids because mini braids are so hard to unravel. So having them equally parted is so helpful when you're just doing your hair, and you can just like take off your hair so easily. So detangled and equal is gonna be the best outcome in taking out your braids and stuff. Okay, so just gonna... And then the last one for this one, just a little bit of leave-in, like literally this much. And it's mostly on my ends. I water my hair and put leave-in on my scalp like daily, just because my scalp is so dry. Like I realized that it was only my scalp. I used to moisturize my hair daily, but then I would realize that it would weigh down my hair, and then I would actually check and I would realize my scalp is different than the rest of my hair. So what I do is that I moisturize my scalp daily, and then I wait to see if I need to moisturize my ends, and that's usually every 3 to 5 days. Sometimes when I have grease, it lasts longer. So like the first week, if I don't wash my hair and I add grease, because I always add grease after I'm done washing my hair. I think I forgot to add water. It can last up to a week. And that's what gives like my wash and goes the shiny look. Grease is just like my best friend right now. Okay, this is a little piece, so I'm gonna add more like this. And I'm gonna add this much. Okay, only 2 part left. Doing this made me realize that, like, 30 minutes goes a long way. Don't be afraid to just set aside even like an hour, even 10 minutes, just to make yourself look good and feel good. Because it's always good to just spend time with yourself and do something for you that doesn't benefit anybody else. Just like 30 minutes to yourself. Let me see. I don't like how it folds, so I'm gonna unbraid. This is like kind of hard. This is my worst part because not only is this thin, it's also shorter than this. So what I do is instead of going this way, I'm gonna go this way. So this is gonna be one part, this is gonna be one part, and this is gonna be one part. I'm gonna add maybe this one like this. And hopefully it's gonna be even this way. How did you get your mini braids so honestly, I think it really depends on your hair density because my braids have always been like this since I started doing my hair. It really depends. Like, have you ever damaged your hair? Because that too can really depend and affect how your hair looks. If you use any like coloring, dye, perm, or didn't take care of your hair for a long time, that can really affect how thick your hair is because that really affected how my hair looks. But most part, if you do none of these things and you take care of your hair consistently, it's probably your density. But there's also ways to make your hair look fuller. I follow this girl, like, she has like thinner hair, and when she does mini braids, it looks really nice. So I would say like it's a mix of like a lot of factors. But me, since I started doing my hair went back to its normal density. So that's why I think it's like maybe a natural thing. But when you say boneless, do you mean like it's like really flat or it's like really spaced out when you see it, like it's like spaced out? Because that too, I think maybe it might be normal, or maybe it's the way you part your hair, or maybe like I said, your normal density. It's like thin. Okay. I'd have to definitely have an image, but honestly, my bet, like my assumption is like it might be your density if like everything is normal and you're consistent. It's really normal that like Black people have thin hair. We're just not used to seeing it because when we have our hair out, all of our hair looks thick. Maybe some people have thicker hair than others, but when we have our hair in an afro, our hair looks thick. But if your hair looks thick when you have your hair out, like it's poofy, afro type style, and you braid it, it's thin, it's probably normal and it's just how your hair is. As long as you don't see any like visible breakage or like a lot of breakage, it's probably just your hair density. But you don't really have to worry about that because there's so many ways that you can just like enhance the flat look or even like the thin look and not make it look like boneless, because I'm pretty sure what you're talking about, boneless. So I highly recommend, that's why I usually do, go on TikTok and find someone who has specifically the same density that you're currently at, and they post a lot of hairstyles, and maybe you could try it out and see what works for you. That's what I would do first. Okay. Okay, I'm done. If you guys have any more questions that I could answer, let me know. I'm gonna put my bonnet first. Okay. My best advice in general is just to see, like, look at your hair often. That's why it's really good to wash your hair often, because now you can see how your hair looks, if your hair is uneven and stuff like that. And the more you deal with your hair, the more you're gonna know how your hair usually looks. For me, my hair used to be brown before when my hair was really damaged. When I cut it off, I started to realize that my natural hair color is actually jet black, as you can see. So it's just more about knowing your hair by doing it more often. It doesn't mean like high manipulation is gonna break your hair off. It's just more about like being consistent, knowing how your hair looks, and that way you're gonna see if there's like a difference. So just like work with your hair, style your hair. Like this girl said on TikTok, get in the feel of it and do your hair more often, and then you're gonna figure out your style. That's why the thing is, hair it's really time. Like time is gonna be your best friend. I've been doing my hair, I've been natural for 6 years, on and off, because then like I had moments where I would wear braids for a long time, but on and off I've been working on my hair and trying new stuff, and that's why now I'm more comfortable with doing a lot of styles. I still have a lot of stuff to do, but it's like with time I'm learning what products I like. With time I'm learning what hairstyles work better for me, what hairstyles I prefer, what hairstyles takes longer. So just like time and consistency, and you're gonna figure out a lot of stuff. So even if you're not sure how your hair usually looks now, if you continue trying more stuff, even if it looks ugly, I'm honestly gonna show you guys pictures of my hair before, because it looked insane. I have so much pictures because I was a pictureholic. I was taking so many pictures of my hair, so I might do a slideshow of that. But yeah, time will be your best friend. I'll make a slideshow video. Probably. It's kind of embarrassing. I might hide some of my face because I look crazy. But time. Yeah. If you guys don't have any more questions, I'm gonna leave. Thank you so much for tuning in and asking questions. Sometimes I feel like a teacher, you know, during COVID where nobody replies and stuff like that, but that's totally fine. You know, you don't have to join my live. So thank you for joining my live today, guys. 2 people. Thank you, Tia, for asking a question. And I'll see you tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Or maybe it might change, because I'm gonna look in my community tab if this specific time hasn't changed, because the last time I started doing 6:30 was because 2 people requested 6:30 and then 1 person requested 7:30. So obviously I'm gonna keep doing 6:30. So I'm gonna see if that changed, and maybe my schedule might change. But if not, I'll see you at 6:30. And I hope you guys have a good night and continue. Consistency is key. Don't give up. You got this. And Black Queens for life, I guess. Okay, bye.